Okay, welcome back with Happy Chapas. This is protecting and nourishing. So, when you would see a young child, the instinct in us is to protect, nourish. Um, so, we would protect them in any kind of danger. Uh, it should be an automatic thing to do. When they're in pain of any sort, physical or emotional, we tend to nourish that to make them feel comfortable in who they are and in all their surroundings. Now, just like that, that young child is in you and it never goes away. It's always there and it always needs that protection and that nourishment from you. Now that you've grown as the physical adult, then that adult needs to protect that young child that's within you. Now, I want you to look at it this way as your soul is the young child. Now, a child doesn't start to really think for itself till it was 6 to 9. I'm going to stretch it out to. In that space and time, depending on the development within the child and from around the child, it helps create the development within the child and its awareness and attention. So, by that time, the child's taken to its memories of what the body recalled and starts creating its life through them memories. But them memories come about in the first few years. But as soon as you're born, there's no memories there of this world. There is just light, and that is all that you see. Until that light, which you are, the innocence of that light that's pure, is influenced by other facets in the awareness of your senses, in what you hear, what you see, what you sense around you. And through all them senses, you start creating pictures in your mind with measurements, colors, sound. And then before you know it, you can see things. You create the illusion from the light, from the pureness that you are. Yet that pureness is so innocent, it will absorb anything that it's told. And it will create anything that it believes in and make it something outside of itself. Yet that light still stays there within you and still stays pure, only for the darkness that we surround it with in the body as it grows and advances into adulthood. But the light never changes. The light's still there within us. It's just surrounded by all that is taken in by the consciousness. And because it's still there and it's still helping us be who we are and deliver more of what we desire through all our learnings, that light is still absorbing everything for us so we can be who we are in the physical world. Yet that light is still pure, innocence, love, that it does all this for you. And you've got to protect it. You've got to shield it away from who you are in a consciousness, in how you sense things around you in the world. And when you know that you're not sensing things in a good way, then your light is absorbing that, being affected by it like a little child. And that child becomes stressed, and it needs that nourishment, that comfort to rest on you and for you to protect it, for you to love it, for you to know that you in the physical form is always there for you, to protect that light in you, to let it know that you love it, that you care for it, and that all you want to do is protect it. For all it is give to you by being you through consciousness. And you thank yourself in the form of light for what it has done for you, and be grateful for it, for that pureness, that innocence, that love that it has for you in the physical form, that it helped create you by absorbing all that of other consciousnesses to become the physical form and to be alert in the way that you are alert to this world. Yet it still stays there and does not interfere with you, but gives you all that you desire through consciousness. And that young child needs protecting, and it needs nourishing. And the only one that can do that is you. You need to love yourself, thyself, in who you are, by going back and seeing that young child and letting it know that it's okay, that it's safe, that it's protected, that it's loved, and that you are thankful to it for all that it has done for you and how it has got you to here where you are at. And now that you are here together, you're going to celebrate the future together as one, united in the light. To love and nourish, and that begins with how you're thinking to all around you in consciousness, how you're sensing everything, being aware of everything, what is going on in here. And if it ain't good, you're giving it all to that child, that young version of you that absorbs everything, and you're filling that child with darkness, dimming the light of that child that is within you. So raise that child up within you. Protect it. Protect it in how you're thinking, by loving it, by loving everything. And that starts in how you're thinking. Everything may not love you in return in consciousness of consciousnesses in other facets, but you can love them for who they are and just see it as that's who they are. Doesn't mean that you have to love what they do, or that you have to even to accept what they do, but you can love who they are. And accept who they are. It's like a thief. A thief's a thief. You can love them for knowing that's a part of the world, and that's what they do. They get sticky fingers. But that's not you. That's just them, caught up in the world, in the belief that this is what they have to do. And that young child within them has been thought this at a young age through the consciousness that they've absorbed, and they know no better. Until they go back and look at that young child, or in that moment of time when they first used their sticky fingers, then they will never know how to change in who they are. And you'll be able to see that by learning about yourself and that child within you that absorbs everything. The innocence, the pureness. And you could be that innocence and pureness and love and joy and peace by observing with no attachments to others or other things, but with love. You don't have to accept them. You can move on from them and see them as they are. It is just a happening that is happening outside of you, not within you. That you do not need to be attached to it. It's just another form of consciousness in another frequency that carries a frequency that does not agree with your frequency, so you move on from that frequency and you keep absorbing the good shit of the world. Be happy. Be within yourself so you can enjoy around yourself. This is Happy Chapper. Love. Peace.